Man. How y'all doing out there today, man? It's your boy Bass. And as y'all see in my background, man, doing a little code. The beginning, little refresher, on Python, on Code Academy. Something to decompress with. Man, it's been one of them long weeks. When I say long week, man, it's been a long ass weekend. So much shit going on. One thing after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. And now we double back to now we had I shouldn't say it's been a long week. Last week was a long week. Now we on the start of a new week. And shit, we gotta keep the ball rolling and everything that from last week. We don't want it to but it's going to. A lot of times shit happens. But then it roll you don't want that feeling to roll over to the next week. You wanna kinda get locked in and kinda man, address anything that happened last week, address it this week. So that next week we can be at peace and at ease. You feel me? That should be hard though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That should be hard. Life, that's what some people be saying, man. Life is motherfucking ghetto. But at the same time, though, man, shit, be blessed to have one. So in the background, y'all gonna see your boy coding, um, Python. It's the language, and we're gonna see what they saying. They say now we're going to teach our computer to communicate. The gift of speech is valuable. A computer can answer many questions we have about how or why or what it is doing. In Python, the print function is used to tell the computer to talk. The message to be printed should be surrounded by quotes. Hmm. And above, we direct our program to print an excerpt from the notebooks. Oh, it say timed out. I was about to say, dang, what happened? And above in the above example, we direct our program to print an excerpt from the notable book. The printed words that appear as a result of the print function are referred to as output. The output of the example program will be there is something at work in my school, which I do. Instructions, print. Oh, print the distinguished greeting. Hello. I'm like, oh, what's going on? All right, so we got to print the distinguished greeting. Hello. So I'm gonna type print, and then I'm gonna do that, and then we gonna type hello. We'll say hello world. My bad. Let me not mess that up for y'all. Mm, okay, we got an error. What can the error possibly be here? We gonna add the quote. We gonna quote station. Hello world. So now we gonna see. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now on to the next. Start my free trial. Return to seven. I want to start a free trial. Everything else is locked. I said the hello world. Get started. So it's Code Academy making me pay? Type the syllabus. Okay, so I know how to type hello. I did that. Oh, so these are locked. So do I want to pay for this? Mm, nah. for individuals. Let's go to pricing. Let's see what we're looking at. Always free. So let me start with the basic access. Shit, that's the basic access. Then what we talking about? You ain't really learning too much for free. You just doing that. Okay, you can't do that. Learn Python 3. Oh, this was the certificate. We're gonna just do free. We're gonna try to find what's free 17 hours Python for programming, introducing the basics of the syntax. Now these are all free courses. Hmm. They got nothing but free courses. But we gonna see what they got going on. Learn Python 2. We gonna do no, that's Python. These are all beginner intermediate free course. Beginner thing. Linear algebra, intro data. Hmm. So we gonna do learn Python. Learn Python too. We gonna learn Python too. All right, so we gonna go print. I guess hello world again. Do that one more time. Hello world, and then and there are two different Python versions. Both Python 2 and 3 are used throughout the globe. The most significant difference between the two is how you write print statements. In Python 3, print has parentheses. In this course, you will be using Python 2. If you go on to write Python 3, be useful. This key difference. So always remember, like what we just did the first time, and we started and they basically stopped us. That Python 3, Python 3 use these as what we call quotations. I mean not quotations, but parentheses. While Python 2 just uses quotations, just use the print syntax and quotations. So I guess the printer statement, you would just write print, then you put parentheses for Python 3. For Python 2, you don't necessarily have to put the parentheses. And that is a key difference to also note about Python 3 and 2, which is heavily used, as they say, across the world. All right, all right, all right. Now where we at with this when printing things in Python, we're supplying a text block that we want to print text in the Python is considered a specific type of data called a string. A string so named because they are a series of letters, numbers, or symbols connected in order as if threaded together by a string. Strings can be defined in different ways. As y'all see, I ain't gonna really go into detail about. All right, I say one. Print quotation. This is a good string. Okay, okay. But we printed two things that are strings and then attempted to print things that are not strings while double quotes. While double quotes and single quotes are both acceptable ways to define a string needs to be open and closed by the same type of quote marks. We can combine multiple strings using a plus like so. String one, string two. Okay, string one, string two. Okay, this code will print out this is a good string. All right, the instructions try adding your name to print the statement with the operator so that the Python program prints. That's my wife in the background. If y'all wondering who I'm doing this mimicking stuff to, is my wife. So bet we about to print something. Now I'm about to show y'all how to do this. Okay. Print. Then they say hello. We then say hi. You said it's more chicken? Oh no, I ain't know that. Using the plus operator. It said try it in the print statement with the plus operator. Okay. We can do that. We can do that. Hello plus. And then we go him on. We're gonna say Jason. Say, we're gonna say Bass. My wife calls me joking when she's mad. Hello, Bass. And they said, did you add a spade? Oh, maybe I did that one. Try to go too far. So we're gonna do it this way. Hello. Hello, Bass. And then we're gonna run it. That's how they want me to do it. So we're gonna do it that way. Handling errors. As we get familiar with Python programming language, we run into errors and exceptions. These are complaints that Pythons make when it doesn't understand what it wants to do. Everyone runs into these issues, so it's a habit to read and understand them. Here are some common errors that we might run into when printing strings. Mismatch quotes will cause syntax errors. Without quotes will cause syntax errors. If the quotes are mismatched, Python will notice this and inform you that that your code has an error in the syntax because the line ended called an EOL. Before the double quote that was supposed to close the string appeared, the program will abruptly stop running the following message: syntax EOL while scanning the string. Literal. This means that the string wasn't closed or wasn't closed with the string called a character that started it. Okay. What they want us to do? We've written two print statements that will raise errors. One has mismatched quotes and the other has no quotes at all. Fix the two statements to successfully debug the program. That one. We're gonna add the quote. Then we go ahead and delete him. Then this one don't got the right quotes. I don't know what to let you do it. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Then this one got the wrong quotes. So how am I sell this is just do this. Beep bop, bam, bam. On to the next one. On to the next one. In Python and when programming in general, we need to build systems for dealing with data that change over time. That data can be the location of a plane or the time of day or a television show you're currently watching. The only important thing is that it may be different at different times. Python uses variables to define things that are subject to change. As y'all see in the box right here, it says green message, welcome to Code Academy, current exercise 5. And above example, we define variables called greeting messages, which is set is equal to the string welcome to Code Academy. It is also defined as variable called current exercise is set to equal to the number of 5. Yeah.